Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty mix spammer, and this is day 4, I believe, or something, whatever, it doesn't matter, of me playing Elder Space in my Sowers playthrough. Now, yesterday I do remember we ended up with a bank, however, you are probably not that far behind in terms of watching my videos, simply because I was completely stupid and instead of uploading the new episodes, I uploaded the older ones twice, so needless to say I had to delete them, or rather YouTube did that for me because it recognized that I had duplicate videos. So anyway, you're probably about to catch up to me, or rather actually no, the other way around, you're probably having quite a bit of distance between the progress so far and the progress that has actually been made. Anyway, as you can see, after I loaded a game, immediately I got a new deal by Pilgrims all of a sudden. That's... okay, so they want titanium for dust water. How much dust water do I have? Dust water, I have none, so there is no deal, no thank you very much. I would rather have my resource abundance in terms of titanium. Now, my fleet, as you remember, is clearly making its way towards the enemy home planet, which is exactly what I am going to go for. Now, aside from the fact that I did end my previous videocast in a very good note, I don't remember anything else whatsoever, so that might be a problem, because I have no idea what I was doing, no idea what I was planning to do. I do know that I want to conquer Croatia, but that's kinda a no-brainer, so yeah, nothing really too fancy over there. Syrinx, apparently, yeah, I was sending them to merge with my defending fleet over there. Wasn't I constructing some cruiser type of ships, or maybe I already have them? I do, they're Mars. Okay, pieces are starting to fall together. I remember now I got my new home system, which is very cool indeed. And actually I'm kinda surprised I didn't do it before. I'm going to speed up the existing infrastructures, because, well, they're going to be very useful over here, and I want the system to be awesome. Also, I forgot that I didn't set a hero to the system. Now, by the way, as you notice, the other system... hold on, give me a second. I'll keep talking about what I've been talking in just a moment. First of all, let me just answer the hero so that don't forget about what I wanted to do. Okay, so anyway, as you can see, I am my new home system per se is now only an outpost. It means that it is limited in some way. I forgot what exactly being an outpost means. If other than that, you have a sphere of, you do not have a sphere of influence. However, as you can see, I become more of an owner. 4%. No, let me get it. Let me say that it's again. Each turn I get 4% more of an ownership over this system. After it gets to 100, then the system is 100% mine, and I can use it without any negative things. Yeah, that was a good explanation. Congrats, Pancakes. Anyway, since it seems like I'm not doing too well on talking, let's do something that I'm supposed to do instead of talking, or rather on par with talking. And in the turn, no, actually play the game, that's what I wanted to say. Anyway, the turn is being processed, and I'm waiting to see what the computer... Whoa. Okay, did not quite see that one coming. So, wait a minute. What is all this stuff? Apparently, oh, I discovered Orkilakix, or whatever you're supposed to pronounce this, which is very good. It's obviously a late game strategic resource. It appears that I have it on Everesca, which is very good. I don't know what kind of a deposit is it, but even if it's a pool deposit, still it's going to be good enough for me. Also, I'm going to get 2 more deposits after I conquer Croatia completely. Now, Narfel and Analrock has finished construction of some stuff. Now, so far I'm warm with... hey, baby, I'm warm with you as well. And yeah, I know that. I discovered it's a pool deposit, so it means only 1 unit produced on that specific system, or the planet. Seems like I also got containment fields, which is kinda nice. I have improved Barrett Colony and discovered quite a lot of luxury resources. Wow, I really cannot speak today, can I? Which, oh man, this is a really good one. 40% ship experience points on Empire. This is very good. Good. And also I have a lot of ionic crystals, which means I have a billion ship movement speed. So This is those are some very good news for me. And the opponent only has a couple of scouting ships. That's nothing to be afraid of. I'm just going to auto-resolve this, because really they do not deserve my attention at this point. I do hope, however, that they'll be able to create some kind of better fleet sooner rather than later. Now, what I was going for with this hero, I kinda want to go for Dust Leech. Then again, at this moment, I think I'm doing just fine in terms of that, so I'll go for offense instead, or maybe melee. Nah, I want to go for offense. See if I get the, what's it called? Garrison Well ability with offense, or does it happen with veteran? Man, I really cannot speak today. Sometimes you have your better days as commentator, sometimes you have your worse. I guess it happens from time to time to everybody. I mean, every lower class commentator, like myself, obviously the better ones, actually probably even the best pros that are out there in terms of commenting, sometimes have those little slips, whatever, now and then, and they fail a little bit. Now, in case you were wondering, I'm just going to repeat this over and over again so that you are not surprised if after I end the turn I do wait for no reason for a little bit more. That's just me waiting for AI to finish processing its turns, because as I said many times before, AI actually does process its moves after the turn has begun, so I have to wait for a little bit more for the lag to stop. That's why I usually just talk and do nothing more when there are those breaks, just so you are not surprised or angry about it. I thought like I should clean this up. So, my research is almost done, the one that I queued up before, which is good. It means that I'll have more ship command points per single fleet. That's very, very useful technology indeed. What else am I going to go for? Man, more service I usually have very good... well, I'll go for it. It's only going to take me a single turn, so might as well, right? But what am I going to go after that? Shall I go for battleship? Man, I kind of want to see how awesomely it looks like. Then again, I just got Beetles. Beetles? Well, I guess that's what the ship reminds me of, a Beetle. I'm kind of at a loss what I should do here. Predictive logistics seems like a really good upgrade, so do lossless transmissions. So let me first go for infinite variable computing, then tectonic engineering, then... Shall I go for... Well, those this adaptive glue technology seems like an interesting choice, because on those bigger ships, actually non-repair systems and all similar technologies that support it are kind of useful, because actually it doesn't give me percent, it gives me... Okay, never mind, I'm actually not going to go for this. This is ability very well suited for support ships, not for main battleships, so I'm not going to go for it. Sorry myself, I have no idea why I'm apologizing myself, but it turns out I actually am. So let me queue up a little bit more of this research. I do obviously want some better flak cannons and kinetics. Looks like I'm going to go mostly for kinetics and rockets this playthrough, which is kind of change. Nice to see some diversity, if I can say so myself, though. Because really, I do love lasers the most, and I will still love them the most, and I will love them the most for a very, very long time, probably. However, let me see this. This is actually pretty good. I'm going to go for this as well. However, how often can you do the same strategy? I think only once in my entire career of playing as a space I have not gone for lasers, and that was when I played as Kravis and I tried to go all in for kinetics. It was kind of awesome seeing those. Well, actually it lagged my computer quite a bit because there was a lot of kinetics, as you might imagine, but still it was kind of enjoyable. Anything else that I am able to do before this turn ends? Let's see, can I boost... Actually, I don't think I want to boost the what's it called? Tax rate? Tax? Yeah, that's it. Actually, that's interesting. When I'm at 0, I almost get positive dust. But it doesn't change the fact that my empire will still be only at content approval, so it's not a really big deal. I'll just leave it as it is for now. Might change later, we'll see how it goes. Did I or did I not unlock some stuff? Let me just check. Oh! Yeah, I kinda did, didn't I? Okay, so you, dear sir, are going to get every single one of those these technologies because I really want the system to be my new hometown, even though for now it's going to be much less effective than any other of my systems. In the long run, it's a good idea because it has 5 planets, which so far as I can see is the most planets in a single system out of all the squad system, except for Celte, which is very far away and it's controlled by my allies anyway, so there is not much I could do about that. Could conquer it, but don't really want to. I'm not that evil of a man. Now, I do not need endothermic structures at all in the system, so I just go for Planetary Institute. It's a very good upgrade, as I stated in many times before. Actually, it's a very good early to mid-game upgrade. In the late game, it's not that big of a deal. It does speed your science development though, just by a little bit, but still, and that's definitely something that I want to have, because obviously with this new patch, I kinda lack on that front and want to have as much science production as humanly possible. Anything else that I should do this turn? I don't think so, I'll just end it right after I queue up everything and the Planetary Institute for every single of my systems. Now, I already told you before why I do this in a system view rather than on Empire view. It's simply because I get a little bit confused on Empire views, and also I really like the system view as well because it's nice. I'll just put it this way. Now, Narfo, I forgot. It seems like I forgot to put some exploitation on Narfo. That's not a big problem. Just fixed it with a handful of dust. Now I have 0 dust, completely 0, but I'm making bonus dust, so I will not have any consequences of being bankrupt just yet, which is good. Because as I told you a long time ago, there are consequences for being bankrupt. Some of them are actually pretty severe, but the game is actually interesting because the system, let's say, Empire AI automatically recognizes that you're bankrupt and you're not going to fix this anytime soon, so it increases your tax rate automatically and locks it so that you can decrease it. And if you still make negative money, then it goes for more radical... what do you call it? Radical ideas on how to make you not bankrupt, because the idea of the AI that is supporting you with control over the Empire is that you cannot be bankrupt. So it will do everything for that not to happen. Yeah, why not above brothers? I'll backstab you later. Wait. It is bad form to break an agreement. In the eyes of someone who have done precisely that. They now view you as... What? What? What on earth kind of deal did they just break? Hold on a minute, what just happened? Oh, that insanely amazing deal that I was so happy about. It is they broke it, they didn't break it, you saw it for yourself. Unless I am completely delusional and just broke it without even noticing it, then you saw it for yourself. I didn't break anything, they broke the deal, and now all of a sudden they're like, nope, sorry man, we hate you because we broke the deal. So I'm sorry, but this doesn't make any logical sense whatsoever. Now, just for FYI, I did give my hero some boost in approval bonus because for now Anauroch is going to hit me quite a bit because obviously it's a conquered system. Man, I am really angry. I think I have an explanation for this already. Because I had 0 dust, I could not give them their eternally fee for this arrangement, so maybe that's why the deal was broken off. Still, I should have gone bankrupt in this case rather than have the deal broken. And also, I did make some bonus money this turn, so I completely do not get it, and I think this was actually something that needs to be changed, quite frankly. Oh, I do have adaptive colonies. This is something that will require me to go through every single of those systems and make sure that they have moon acceleration on, which is something that you will have to bear with me. I'm sorry, but discovering the new moons and stuff like that is kind of important because you never know what you're going to find over there. Ability to spy on fields, probably not useful at all, so afterwards I'm just going to go for extra dust. Dust or maybe science, I'm not too sure about that. However, that feels like a really cool idea, being able to pump out my fleet in a matter of seconds just because of, you know, having the excessive amount of dust. And also you can see the... Oh, did you see those I think you can barely see it on YouTube, but there actually are those meteor strikes. Which is kind of strange because I don't think they would crash into a surface of huge gas hydrogen for some pretty obvious reasons. Still, it looks amazing and I'm not going to complain at all. Now, let me actually, why did I exit this? Whatever. Let me go to Candlekeep and start exploring every single of those moons right away. Now I can just terraform Arctic into lava. Actually, maybe, why not? No, let's just leave it as it is. I do not like terraforming. I stated it many times before. And why did I exit that? I could have just used the arrow key, but whatever. I am going to. Hey, I clicked it. Okay, it's sometimes a little bit laggy, and sometimes I might actually misclick without even noticing that I did misclick. So bear with me. Moon survey. Man, I have a lot of moons. If only on like 1/3 of them there is some stuff on moon, that I am going to be one of the luckiest men on Earth. Or rather, in this case, universe. Okay, next system please. 2 moons. Man, I am really rich on moons, if it is possible to say that that one is rich on moons. But I think you catch my drift. It's going to be a big deal. Even if 1/5 of those planets have a moon on it, still, I mean, a useful moon, some kind of endless technology hidden on it, then it is going to make a huge difference and probably give me a very big advantage in the later game. Oh, wait a minute. I did not colonize this yet. Oh well, I can colonize it later, I guess. Why wait, actually? Yeah, why wait? Okay, that's it for this system. Another system, we've just been here, yeah. And that's my new home system. Lovely, isn't it? So actually I will just expand it to medium Arctic right away, and barren after that, I guess. Irradiated is going to be a little bit of a problem though, especially with this unhappiness it produces, so I might hold on with that for just a moment. I can take care of meteor strikes though, which is very, very good, because yet again, it will help me fight with my unhappiness on the system. That's precisely what I want. And I believe this was the last system I had to deal with, so I can end the turn. I do wonder if we are going to see more star types in this game, because one thing that I realized is something really stupid, that those dual systems are probably not as common as this game insists on them being. Wow, okay. I guess I discovered a lot of empty moons. Anyway, apparently there is actually, I checked it recently, there's apparently quite a lot of systems with dual stars in the galaxy, so it is nothing common to see like really big amounts of double star systems. So anyway, well, I did discover some kind of shrine on Candlekeep, architectural glory. If this gives me more initially, then I am happy, but as I stated before, I would love to know what this actually gives me. Is that it? I guess it is. But as you can see, oh, it does give me less interesting costs on improvements on star system. Well, that's a bummer, I'm not going to use it too much. But good to know that it actually tells you. A little bit silly that you have to go into the system itself to check it, but at least... Wow, okay. At least you can check it. And out of all those moons, only one had something useful. I am disappointed. I'm like really disappointed. Look at that. Only one moon was actually useful. Well, better one than nothing, I guess. New hero. That is not precisely what I wanted, but still Harvester Prom will be kinda useful, I guess. But it's better than nothing compared to other heroes I have. Let me check it. Well, actually I like GLaDOS AI more simply because, well, it's GLaDOS AI. So I'm not too sure about that. Then again, I do want to have as much industry as possible, as humanly possible, so I might buy this new hero and assign him to Everesca, but for now I don't have the money to do so anyway. Still, no response from Croatia. It looks like they finally depleted all of their fleet amounts, or fleet supplies, or whatever you're supposed to call it. So when I'm just about to capture the system, I'm going to produce some population expansion ships so that they are ready to capture Zosmos and Atlas, so just so that United Empire cannot make them away from me. I mean, obviously I would just conquer them back, but I'd rather have them to be mine from the get-go, if you catch my drift. Now, there are 2 stars that I would really love to be implemented into these games. Neither of them are actually, technically speaking, really stars. But they used to be, that's for sure. The first one that you are probably all pretty much aware of is going to be the black hole. Having systems with black hole would be really interesting to the gameplay, and I think there could be quite a lot of features centered up around this, and I would really love to see it. They are actually more common. I mean, star-sized black holes. Actually, how common are they? It's like, I actually don't think they're that common. It's like only 20% of all black holes in the galaxy. I'm gonna be totally wrong, so don't quote me on anything, but I think this is more or less it? Question mark? I'm not too sure, I have to admit. Still, many of them are actually featured in systems like that, where there are systems with dual stars. For example, there is one normal star, and it is orbiting in the same orbit as a black hole, a star that turned into a black hole after reaching the peak of its life, end of its life, whatever. So those are kind of interesting systems, and I would love to see what kind of planets we could expect, assuming there would be any planets left after the planets roll over and die, because it usually happens with a bang. I'm not sure how this would look like. I have to admit, I'm not that good with astrology, so, and I don't want to pretend like I am. So just no, how did they escape? Only one of my fleets was not patrolling the area, and now they all of a sudden escaped. That's cheating if I ever saw it. Wait a minute, they're still moving around like there's nothing happening. Why did every single of my fleet all of a sudden stop? This game is gonna be the death of me one day. Okay, so still can unassign two of those, so I can match those two together. Or maybe I can't count, actually, never mind. So, oh yeah, I only had one fleet guarding the system, the one with hero. Never mind, I'm just being utterly stupid. That's something that you probably got used to. Well, I didn't, even though I had my entire life to live with it. Apparently, I never managed to catch up with myself in that time. Anyway, I'm going to end this turn. Still, it would be kind of interesting. And as I said, I'm not sure if it is possible to have planets in a system that has a dual star system with one of the stars being actually a black hole. One thing I know for sure, those planets would be kinda hot, because black holes, I'm not sure if you know this, but black holes are actually the brightest objects in the entire galaxy, so oh sweet irony. You might ask me why does this happen, because, well, they are obviously black holes, and, well, they are utterly black. I mean, they are the essence of what you can... Yes, please, I will lose my incense, but... How much incense do I have? Add an incense. Only 2? Okay, so I don't have resource abundance anyway, and I would gladly have an alliance with Sowers, so I will accept this. That's a very good thing indeed. I wanted this to happen anyway. So apparently I'm an alliance with Sowers, which means that Sowers are now helping me with my war with Horatio, and it doesn't matter at all. Still, I'm very happy about this turn of events, because I would myself propose this deal to them sooner or later, and hey, we discovered Horatio. So, well, I wonder if I can see what my allies see. Yes, I can. And it seems like they are having a little bit of trouble with Kravers. Actually, those are just scouting ships, so that's not that big of a deal. That's strange. It's gray outline of a system, but it's clearly captured by Kravers. I guess it's just a minor bug. So let's see if those are indeed Hisho that aren't in the end. Well, now Horatio even wasn't them. That's not a big surprise. Still, it is a big surprise that Hisho is doing so poorly. It is indeed. It means that probably just Kravers managed to take what's best of them. Now I can end my turn yet again, if I'm not mistaken. That's good, that's exactly what I'm going to do. However, first of all, I'm going to get rid of this pesky ship. Why would I want to attack amoebas? Seriously now. And I do want to move. Hello? Hold on a second. Why cannot I move? This is my control zone. I can move around this. Game? Game? Okay, I assume this is a bug. It might be my stupidity, but why on earth can I not move here? Okay, how about I disband this fleet? Yes. and create it. Maybe this will fix it. I'm just trying whatever I can. No, it's still stuck in here. That's strange, stupid, and unfair. Whatever, I will live with it for now, I guess. Oh, I had to hire a hero. That's right, I forgot. So I'm gonna hire you. I could hire GLaDOS right away, but honestly, I don't really want to do so just yet. I don't know what's keeping me from hiring her. Maybe it's just me trying to avoid any expenses whatsoever. And she doesn't boost my excuse me. And she doesn't boost industry either, so yeah, I only care about those heroes that boost industry for now. Alright, let's end the turn. But anyway, as regards to why black holes are so bright, well, the center of it is obviously black. However, around the, how is it called in English? In Polish we call it, in a rough translation, the horizon of, I'm not sure how to translate it, horizon of happenings? Horizon of, I don't know, something like that. I have no idea how you call it in English. In Polish we would call it something like that, along those lines. Anyway, this is the border with no return in terms of a black hole. And, well, like, after this border is breached, then... No, I'm not giving you my titanium. After this border is breached, then sure, black hole is completely black. However, before this happens, you have to keep in mind that sometimes a wormhole is not far enough away, so they do not really like the fact that we're nearby and they're just neutral. Oh well, I will live with that. So far, a worm, that's not a big surprise. Amoeba for peace, I would love this to happen. I thought we were at peace before. Yes, we were at peace, I know this for a fact. So why on earth? I guess after loading the game, this bugged out, this sometimes happens. Now I get my mercurite back, iron crystals, and titanium, that's good, and I can finally move my free tech, so now I don't need to do so. So anyway, as I was saying, the center of a black hole is indeed black, however the outlines of it are not. Now the reason for this is obviously the fact that black holes have extraordinarily big graviton powers applied to everything around them, so they pull any kind of matter into them, right? So on the edge of the horizon of events, or whatever it's called in English, there is just a huge amount of particles that are simply interacting with each other, squeezing together, and all of this, those collisions create heat, create this light, and because of that, black holes are one of the brightest, if not the brightest, I think they're actually the brightest things in the entire galaxy. So there you go, you learn something new every day. Alright, seems like there's not much for me to do this turn. I mean, actually, I did discover... Yeah, never mind, I just realized that I discovered an amazing piece of tech. There we go, predictive logistics. This is going to really set me ahead from every other player. I mean, the amount of industry I'm going to produce in a matter of seconds, aka in the next turn, is going to be unmatched by anything, except under Sowers, obviously. Now, okay, I forgot about the moon survey and some temporal finance. That's not a big deal, though, because I will do just fine without it. Yada yada yada. Let's just queue this up on every single of my systems. I can actually, by now, colonize Baron, probably. People are not going to love me too much for doing so, but I can with that without too much of a problem, to be honest. Yeah, I'm that evil of a person. And, okay, every single ship system has production queued up. That's very, very good indeed. I'm about to have even more research, which is also very cool. Now, again with this outline back, but that's okay, I guess. And this is this? I'm kind of wondering, because think how Hisho are doing very poorly, and yet they have a 6-planet system. So I only guess, this is a guess, but I think it might be I might be correct that this is the only system they have. It's obviously not their starting system because there's no icon next to it that would indicate so, but it seems like it is the only system that is remaining for Hisho. Otherwise, I have no idea how on earth can they have such a pathetic results in terms of score, at least. Now, the other stand that I would like to be added to the game would be a rather interesting one, because there would probably definitely not be any kind of planets around it, and it wouldn't even be treated as a star as black hole or any other star, to be honest, so it would be kind of strange. The star that I'm talking about is a black dwarf. No, not a white dwarf, no, not a yellow dwarf, no, not a red dwarf, no, not a brown dwarf. I'm talking about a black dwarf. In terms, if you are wondering what this is, well, for now there are actually no black dwarfs in our universe, because the universe is too young for any black dwarfs to develop. But they are theoretically the stars that used up all of their fuel, the stars that die. I mean, completely die. They are DED dead. So what black dwarfs essentially are the remains of the nuclear fusions that take place in the core of every star. So those have some very, very heavy, what do you call it, elements. Mostly ferrite, or maybe only ferrite, I'm not sure. A very dense one as well, you might imagine. So black dwarfs are essentially, don't quote me on that, I'm not too sure about this, I never learned about this. I mean, I did, that's how I know it, but not too much though. I only glimpsed the subject. So anyway, I imagine that the black dwarfs would be just mostly consist of just, well, they would essentially be just a ginormous rocks the size of Earth, more or less, that consist mostly, if not purely, of ferrite. Now, why would those be kind of cool addition? Even though ferrite itself maybe is not that valuable in this kind of advanced society, having the black dwarfs, you know, researched from top to bottom, could provide one civilization with some pretty interesting technological advancements. I mean, you could literally touch a star, a dead one, but still, it could tell you a lot about how stars actually operate and stuff like that. I just imagine how it would be, because obviously not only there are no black dwarfs in our universe yet, but also we definitely do not have the technology to explore them or anything like that. So it's just my imagination, but I think black dwarfs could actually provide a very nice boost to your science. So I kind of would like them to be present in the game, maybe in some sort of form. Actually, I want this battle to occur because we are, I believe, closer to the end of the video and nothing whatsoever happened. I will soon attack the United Empire, so we will have some battles going on, but so far this episode was not the most interesting one, to say the least. Now let me just welcome the enemy with open arms, aka with a bang. Just use all the firepower I got to completely annihilate the opponent. Actually, let's just use that to strategy instead of a weapon overclock. It might suit me more, because I believe I have more rockets than I have kinetics. I don't want to be looking at the enemy ship, I want to be looking at my ships, because they are supposed to be amazing. And yeah, here we go. That is a lot of rockets, in case you're wondering. Yeah, so I definitely have more rockets than kinetics, but still kinetics themselves were way more than enough to kill the scouting ship. Still, I just wanted some kind of battle to take place. There we go. Rockets stopping in midair because they have no target hit. And I wanted to see those cruisers up close, because obviously I had no chance for it just yet. So there we go, our first battle of this video. Kinda pathetic, to be honest, but what can I do at this stage? Well, I could go ahead and attack United Empire right away, but I want to wait like one more turn or something. Before that happens though, I will prepare my expansion ships already. Now, this Baron definitely needs to have some global tech park for more studies. I don't think, no, I do not have solar verification, so I cannot do anything about irradiated, which is going to kick me in the teeth quite a bit, but I don't think. Well, I think I'll be fine, let me just put it this way. Everesca, I believe you are the system I'm going to construct my expansion ships on. How many do I need? I think I'll need 2. Can I upgrade the systems so that they are a little bit faster? Let me just double check this. I don't want my factories to take too long to move. So let me see. Advanced engines, yes, sir, I can definitely install them. So I'm going to do so. Precision navigators, that's very good. They're going to be extraordinarily fast now, at least compared to my other ships, which is precisely what I want to happen. I want my factory ships to be able to reach those two Anchorinus worlds ASAP. Now, how long will it take me to construct them? No time whatsoever, because my industry is off the charts. So that's good. Now I can just end the turn. Next turn I will send my ships towards those two Anchorinus worlds and obviously capture them. I should start thinking about a name for them as well, so I will grab my book and open it on page 100. 101 to be more precise, just so it is ready. I didn't drink any juices, but that's probably mostly because I didn't really have a reason to do so. Still lucky, come on computer, I know you can do it better than that. Alright, still a little bit more time needed before I actually have all the technology that I queued up. That's fine though, I'm not going to complain at all. My hero leveled up, that's nice. Obviously going to go for director, because labor is like the most important thing that I can hope. No, I didn't want to scrap my factory ships. But I do want to make them into two separate fleets. So one of them goes to Zosmos system, or whatever it is supposed to be called, and the other goes to Atlas. I almost killed Horatio, we're very close to this point right now. Immediately after this happens, I'm going to send my ships towards United Empire. I'm going to attack from two sides at once. One fleet is going to attack Muses, the other is going to attack Corana. I'm not sure which one is going to be which one yet, but I'll decide in a moment. I think my main fleet is going to attack Corana, simply because on Corana... Actually, no, I think I'll set my main fleet to Muses, because on Muses there is Hyperion, resource that I do not have just yet, and I desperately want to have it. And there we go, finally some kind of offensive effort from my opponent. I really do not like the fact that the AA can choose which fleet they attack, but I cannot choose which fleet I attack whenever I try to attack something. Because right now they obviously attack the weaker fleet. Why can they choose it when I cannot? I mean, obviously, AI always cheats. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the only game in history in which AI doesn't cheat is StarCraft 2, and even then it's what the developers said, and I'm not sure if this is actually true or not. It does seem like it doesn't cheat, unless it's the highest difficulty level when it is supposed to, but I don't know, it seems pretty fair to me. Now, I could actually try offensive retreats just so my other fleet would have to deal with the opponents, but I want to give my enemies a chance, you know? The fighting chance, I believe they deserve it, and that's a very good timing of this battle, because this video is about to end. It lasted for quite a long time already, and I should start to wrap it up, so this is very good that we actually will witness some kind of interesting battle in this video, and in the next one, I believe this will be it for Horatio. Now, long range phase has finished. The opponent did counter my strategy. That's why I was not able to deal that much damage, as much damage as I would like to. Let's put it this way. Now the enemy is going for camouflage, not too good either, because obviously camouflage being super effective against rockets. So the enemy is going to do quite fine in countering them. Looks like actually I might not be able to see even a single ship in the enemy's fleet, which is unfortunate. Why they might be able to do some damage to my fleet, because right now we both went for a weapon overclock, which is very effective at melee. Actually, it seems like, yeah, I did destroy one of the enemy ship, the other one is probably about to go down. My ships are also taking a little bit of pounding, but they should be fine. No, never mind, one of them is down for the count. Not a big deal. Essentially, it is going to make my control of United Empire a little bit longer, but not that much, since I'm about to research a new ship class anyway. Only 3 of the enemy ships remain. This will be a no problem for my secondary fleet with the hero in it. So, yeah. Come on now, I want my hero to gain experience. You know what, I'll actually try offensive retreat, because as I said, I want my hero to gain experience. And that's pretty much the only reasoning I have. So it seems like Horatio have been building a lot of ships. They simply have not been using them. They kept them inside a hangar just so they could use them at a larger mass at once, which is a very reasonable thing to do. It's not therefore that a single system with 4 planets is nowhere near as productive as a lot of systems with 4 planets controlled by controlled by Sowers. Never mind, it appears that offensive retreat only deals some damage to opponent when you counter the enemy. Card, I'm not too sure about that, but there we go, fine, this is what I wanted to happen. Hello, my hero going to have a battle. This is something very, very nice indeed, exactly what I was hoping for, and a very good moment for me to drink my first sip of juice this cast. Actually, not really. Will I start with ultimate defense? I will, because I'm not sure what to expect from the enemies. And after that... Actually, you know what? No, I will start with adaptive strategy, then I will go for ultimate defense in the medium range, and then weapon overclock for the win at close range should do the trick. You know what? I'm actually not going to take a sip of juice simply because I want to watch this battle. What can I say? Now, just to make it abundantly clear, I do not believe that ultimate defense is going to be necessary for me to survive this battle. I mean, my hero has a huge amount of defense over her anyway, and my ships are focusing on defense as well by default. That's just how I designed them. But I really do love, yeah, the graphic effect of ultimate defense. It makes my ship look just so buffed up, and I love it. Now, the enemy ships are dying one by one. This is not a problem to my highly leveled up hero, because even though my ships don't deal nearly as much damage as they could if I wanted for a different strategy, my hero makes up for it with her amazing abilities that allow her to deal quite a substantial amount of damage. I could go for Dust Warheads. Actually, I might go for Dust Warheads simply because I'm not focusing on laser at all, so there might be a way to go. Critical. Well, you know what? I will go for Dust Warheads. I'm sold. I never tried them before, and I kind of want to see how effective they are in big scaled battles. They know you are in a potential hostile alliance. What do they mean by that? I don't think that they mean I have military advantage, but maybe, wait a minute, can I check the relationship between Sowers and Amoebas? I cannot, but they are at peace, so that's strange. How about you? Pilgrims, apparently I am at war with Pilgrims, so that's a change, but I guess that's because of Sowers. I don't know why Amoebas are so suspicious. I don't want them to be my enemy. Honestly, I'm a little bit afraid of them because the Empire is already quite big. How good are they into the score? They are on the 3rd place, I am on the 5th, so I'm definitely not doing too well. How is my military strength dropping to 6th? I will make up for this as soon as I have my new technology. Essentially, it is going to take me a little bit longer than that, but I will go for it right after those other technologies are finished researching. I do kind of want the warp drive because it gives me bonus movement speed on Empire, so this is always good. After that, applied atmospherics should be the way to go. Radiation proofing, that's good. Focused plasma, that's good as well. Apparently some of my ships have movement left. Oh yeah, those are my expansion ships. Well, look at how fast they move. It's incredible. So, Hollow Planet and Okilax, or whatever I'm supposed to call it, very, very tempting. Large lava, very tempting as well. And since I will need some extra food, now I will start with Hollow Planet. It does give me some bonus industry anyway, so might as well. Okay, so colonize 2 planets. Oh wait, I was supposed to end this video cast. EM radiation, that's precisely what I would not like to happen, but oh well. At the very least, I will not have pirates spawning over on this system, so that's something. Now, a completely useless system. How am I supposed to call it? Let's see. Completely useless system. I cannot think of anything that useless in the D&D realm. I mean, forgotten... whatever. So... instead of something completely useless, let's just go for something very, very far away. For example, I have no idea, nothing is that far away. Oh well. It's just a nice name to give to a system. Honestly, it doesn't deserve it. but whatever. I'll just go for it. Now it is gas methane, so it is very good because it supports 3D replication plants. That's very, very good in this. Obviously, I'm going to boost it right away and going to go for more of this stuff as well. Does methane support this kind of thing? No, it doesn't. By the way, I realized I just remembered how kind of a stupid person I was. Naphel, honestly, obviously does have hydrogen. Hydrogen does support extreme industry, whatever it's called. Oh, and apparently I already constructed it. Oops, never mind. So, never mind, I wasn't saying anything. No, not at all. No. So anyway, I'm going to boost the industry quite a bit on this planet simply because, honestly, I want it to be fully popularized as soon as possible. Later, afterwards, it can construct, provide me with some bonus science, which is always a way to go. Hello, Baron, obviously going for Global Tech Park, but I will support it with as much industry as humanly possible. Yeah. Spent almost all my money on that, but... Oh, wait a minute, I didn't rename the system. Let me do just that, and I will wrap up this video cast after that. So, this is actually kind of cool system, so I'm going to give it a cool name as well. Phi is going to be the way to go. I have no idea if this is how you're supposed to spell it, but whatever. It will be good enough. Now the enemy actually has some kind of fleet, so I need to fight them, but I need to end this video, so I'll end this right here. It was PANCZASU, the mighty Mix Power. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my videocast, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Always I encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, to leave a comment because I really appreciate them a lot, even if YouTube does not notify me of them. I do try to check for them regularly. Thank you for watching and I will see you all online.